First impressions matter. Here's how to design a hero section on your website that grabs attention and drives action inside of MorePro. MorePro is a software that's helped countless rental and service business owners make hundreds of thousands of dollars already, and that's why I use it for my own personal business. My name's Tony, I'm your business ally, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about how to get inside the MorePro software and set up a hero section for our website. Your hero section is the face of your brand. If it's done right, it instantly tells visitors who you are, what you offer, and why they should stay. So if you're ready to learn, let's dive in. All right, so we're talking about setting up a hero section in our website, and this is what that looks like right now. I wanted you guys to see an example of it. It's the first impression of your business when someone that could potentially be a customer comes to your website. All right, so it's the image in the background right here, but it's also all the information that you see right here, the text, the subheading, the action buttons, and then the reviews as well. So we're gonna talk about how to design this and all the options we have inside of MorePro. So we've gotten inside MorePro on the back end, and we wanna talk about how to customize that hero page. So you need to go to Marketing, you go to Manage Design. We've got all those tabs. We need to click on the Hero tab. All right, so you'll see here that same image that we just showed, that same image that we just saw. You can decide here if you want it to be an image background or a color background. Now, if you choose a color background, you would select what color, that just be a blank color, what that color is right here. If you want the image background, this is like a customizable default image. But if you would, you have a certain image that you want to upload, you would choose the file right here, and that would upload right there, and then you would see that image right here. The image overlay transparency, this is basically designating how light and dark that image is going to look on your website. So the further to the right, the darker that image will be, and a little bit harder to see. And then the further to the left, the brighter, more closer to what that image actually looks like exposure-wise, this image will be. So you kind of probably want to be somewhere in the middle, but obviously that's going to be customizable to what the theme of your website and what information you have there. All right, now let's get into some of the actual sections of visibility that we have on our hero section. All right, so we can show a review badge and what that looks like. So you actually have the option to not have one, but then you have three kind of customizable options here. You can do number of reviews, you can do a 5-star and number of reviews, or you can do a 5-star with some sample client photos and the number of users is what we have selected. And that's this section right here. So this is the client photos, 5-star, and then number of reviews. So 13 plus 5-star reviews, okay? So all of that's customizable, however you want that to look and pop up on your hero page. You have the option to show your quote button on your hero page right here. Okay, so the default color for this text inside of a hero section is going to be white. Okay, so if you want to change that, that's where you would do it right here. You can actually change the subheader text color and then the review text color. All right, now again, this is the main header, the subheader right here, and its text color, and then this text down here. Those are the three different texts that you can customize right here. All right, and then we can change the size of each of those texts. And then we can actually customize the color of our quote button as well right here. Okay, and then at the hero section content options, you have really two choices here. You can do the standard, which is what it's set to, or you could do half and half. And I want to show you what that looks like in case you would like to do it. So this is what a half and half hero would look like with all that information we just talked about and how to customize as one half. And then the other half is this widget. And I'll show you how to customize this widget. It does not have to be text, this example text right here. So let's go back to MorePro. Go back to our hero page and go down. So we selected half and half. We can customize what exactly is going to be on that second half, that widget. What is that widget section type? So is it text? Do we want it to be an image? Maybe we want it to be a YouTube video. And down here is where you would put the link to what that video is. So let me show you what that looks like. All right, now as you can see, our half and half hero section, we selected the widget to be a YouTube video. And you can see it has the thumbnail for that YouTube video right here. Now we can customize what the quote button actually says. Maybe you don't want it to say get a quote now, you want it to just say quote. We can mess with the alignment of that widget. So we're on half and half as our hero type. We can put the widget to the right, we can push it to the left. We can align the standard text, that text we talked about. Let me show you. We can align which place we want this standard text to be, all of this, to get the quote, the header, the subheader, and the reviews. Maybe we want that to the right and this one to the left. You can customize all of that right here. And then you can also customize thematic event accessories. In the ATX is going to be set, but then you can also customize area, all right, when you set up your MorePro profile. So maybe you want the end of that text to say something like city or cities. That's where you would customize that right here. And then maybe you don't want to say thematic event accessories, but you want it to say party rental accessories. That's where you would customize that text right here. Our subheader is right here. All right, discover a collection of tables, chairs, and accessories for your new event. We can customize what that says exactly right here. All right, and then if we had selected that right section, right, we did half and half, and we have this widget as a video, but what if we had it as text, and you want to customize that text? That's where you would do this right here, the hero widget design options. That widget, if we had selected it as text, we could come down here and choose what color that font is, what size it is, and what alignment it has. If we chose image, this is where we'd upload the image. And then I already showed you that if you choose video, this is where you would upload that video, and then you would put that custom text, if you chose text, right here, all right? But you don't have to do half and half. You could go back to the standard, and your hero page would look like this, and you wouldn't have that half and half split with that widget. It's all up to you and what you would like. Either way, once you filled out all the information, made those decisions, hit update design at the end, and you will have successfully designed and set up your hero page for your website inside of MorePro. All right, so to recap really quickly, we got inside the MorePro software, we went to the marketing page, and we went down to the Manage Design tab. From there, we clicked on the Hero tab, and from that page, we were able to fill out and design and choose all of the information that we needed to create our hero section on our website. With this feature now completed, you can be rest assured that you are instantly telling visitors when they come to your website who you are, what you offer, and why they should stay. So if you're feeling up to it, log into MorePro right now and design your hero section for your website. Give it a go. And don't worry if you get lost or confused along the way, because you can reach out to this email below at any time for help. I'm so glad that I could highlight this feature for you today. Hey, make sure you please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our new videos, but to also ensure that you get the most out of the MorePro experience. Until next time, I'll see you later.